Welcome back, my wonderful Biafran peoples and lovers of freedom all over the world. May the peace of the Lord be with you all, my old subscribers. My new subscribers and those who are watching without subscription, you guys are amazing. As I welcome you back to Omo Biafra TV, where we bring you the latest concerning Biafra movement and naturalization. My brothers and sisters, I am so thrilled to have every one of you. Please, if you're among those who are watching your sister without subscription, I beg now, wait till they wait for. Make you go ahead and smack the red button, click the notification bell. Click all so that whenever we upload, you'll be able to get the notified, both on the community tabs and the otherwise. In each video, we tell you what to expect. On this one, you're going to hear wonderful man. I don't even know who he is. His name is Daniel Ulasi. He spoke gallantly concerning our leader, Nnamdi KANU, and he lashed out to the political juggernaut and political harlot and political abominations in the southeast. I would like you to hear from him and the intention of fulani using Hope, Tanko, Muhammad Uzodima in Alibo. God forbid Hope Uzodima again.
Political developments in Anambra State ahead of the November 6th governorship election in that southeast states. Chief Dan, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right, before we delve into the Anambra governorship election and what the expectations are from that election, let's look at the visit of the president to Imo State, which is beginning today. As a chieftain of a political party from the southeast, what are your expectations from the president as he visits to the southeast region?
Well, if there was a process, one would have had expectation, but there's no process. They said he's coming to commission some projects, which is wonderful. If I'm wrong, let me be corrected. This is probably the second time in 6 years of his presidency he's visiting the southeast. He's been to Ebonyi once. He came for a campaign lunch in Anambra, but went to Ebonyi, slept, went for the campaign and came out at Enugu airport and left. This is the second time he's coming to the southeast. So it's not surprising that he's visiting anymore. I will talk about that later on, but it's exciting. If he will make it regular to know the people he's ruling, he's running the affairs for, it will be a lot better.
Hey, the president is visiting the southeastern parts of the country, as particularly Imo State, at a time when there are, concerns in that region, matters of on issues of national importance and, of course, interest. We all know the agitations in that part of the country, feelings of, neglect, marginalization politically, and all of that. Shouldn't the president's visits today be a rallying point for certain engagements between himself and perhaps leaders of the southeast region? What kind of engagements do you expect, as a president?
Well, there's a fundamental difference between perception and reality. That he's coming to the southeast, and you want us to have the feeling, the belief that he was going to do something. When in 6 years, he has not mentioned any project that is worth reference to.
No, what I'm saying, Chief, is that it's not an opportunity.
No. What opportunity? Engage in how? Millions of people have been speaking in this country for the past 6 years, and he doesn't listen.
Now, it is different to speak on air and to meet the president one-on-one and have a robust dialogue.
I have an insider information. He is more worried when people talk about him in the press. He is very worried because he knows it has a much wider circulation. The only thing that he does not care, he just does not care.
But Chief, if the president comes to the southeast and sees the elites of the southeast and talks with them one-on-one, it's different from what the feelers he gets from people. He will talk with somebody
or the group that the governor, who is an insider, that they are using to disrupt and disorganize southeast, will organize. So anybody you see there, if I'm not going back today, I would have wanted to be here tomorrow so that we look at the faces of those who were there. The present chairman of Ohanes Ndi will be there. He's an agent of Imo governor. He has never spoken anything. Look at what is happening with Iboho. The whole southwest is running to help him. And our own son is languishing in the jail, and nobody is talking about it.
But Ulasi, would it have made any difference if the president decides not to even visit the Southeast, during his entire,
we don't care anymore. He doesn't care, and we don't care anymore. There's no process in this government that is helping the Southeast. We are independent. We are trying to help ourselves. The only thing worrying us is our place is militarily suffocating us. The police is suffocating us every inch of the Southeast. You think there is a civil war going on, when indeed the civil war is happening in the Northeast and Northwest. But to make sure that this reaches every part of the country, you come to the Southeast, you shudder. What the hell is going on? You don't give us projects, no food, no water, and yet you use the military to suffocate us. It's good. It's part of his presidential responsibility to visit states. Why Imo State? That is his state. Why not Abga State, Anambra? Why not Enugu State? Or you think...
it's possible the governors have not invited the president.
You might be right.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are projects.
I will concede you that
there are projects in other parts of the other states or in the Southeast that the governors there would have invited the president to come and inaugurate and the rest. All right, let's move on to the issue of concern this morning, and that's political developments in Anambra State. What's your evaluation of these developments in the last 3 months, the primaries, and of course the various litigations that greeted the outcome of these primaries?
I'll simply summarize by saying it's tragic. A week after the PDP party primaries, I was on this network for almost 45 minutes discussing about corruption process that took place at that primary. What has happened now? All those active people that were involved in that primary had virtually left the PDP. Only a week or 2 weeks ago, most members of the National Assembly, both in the state and federal, have also left to join APC. My worry is not, people have the inalienable right to do what they want to do. If you are doing your personal bidding, we voted people to go and represent us in a particular party for a particular purpose, and you look for primary to be governor or whatever you want to be, and you don't get it, you jump ship without consulting anybody. It is much more worrisome when you look at what is happening to Nnamdi. He's in jail. Apart from Senator Anyanwu Abaribe, no other National Assembly member has had the courage, as the Westerners are doing, both in their judiciary and everywhere, to discuss the fate of that young man, who is the last hope. As I'm telling you, there's no leadership in the Southeast. He's the only one people now listening to. Unfortunately, he's the only one. From prison, he's directing what happens in the place. Buhari is visiting an Imotel. They have given instruction that has to be sit at home. Later, your agents, your reporters will tell you what happened in the Southeast. From prison. Is that just somebody the government can sit down and discuss with? And then the only way our legislators who are supposed to protect our interests is to jump into APC. That is where they will protect the interests of Igbos. For all this party and government has done in the past 6 years, that's political abomination. Because I'm now convinced that Buhari is not our problem. Our problem are the indigenes of the Southeast who are representing us, especially in the National Assembly and some of the state assemblies, where they leave our son languishing. And they jump into the same party that is killing this boy and all his supporters. It is, I believe, history will have something to say.
Now, Chief, why many may not have a problem with the agitation or the points that Nnamdi KANU is making? Many have also faulted, the way he goes about it, and some of the issues that have arisen from that. As much as you support what Nnamdi KANU is doing and his political clout, or rather the way he pushes around things and gives instruction and it is obeyed in the Southeast, do you also not worry about the way he goes about that, which has made the government
why don't we look at the factors involved in the way he goes about it? Tell me, spoken word, independence of Biafra. Do you achieve it by I want independence of Biafra? 90% of Igbos want to remain in this country under justice. What is Nnamdi KANU talking about? This is the only country in the world where you ask for justice, you are visited with a bullet in your head, and finally you find yourself in a mortuary. That's all he's asking for.
That's some of his utterances.
The methodology of his asking it is personal to him. The summary of what he's saying that his people have no justice in Nigeria. Whether you call it secession or who wants to leave Nigeria? To where? It's just the young people who do not see hope for tomorrow. That is the only way they find fit to express their intentions, their anger.
But some of the utterances have instigated violence in some
quarters. Tell me utterances, which utterances worse than what the herdsmen are killing hundreds of thousands of people in this country? What utterances are worse than what the bandits are doing? What utterances from KANU is worse than what the Boko Haram people are doing? Don't we have a comparative analysis in this situation? How many, let this government tell us how many people IPOB has killed? Despite very relatively insignificant.
Despite being proscribed, we saw the setting up of the Eastern Security Network, and of course its modus operandi. We've also seen, IPOB issue civil disobedience order, which of course is being complied with in most states in the southeastern part of this country. Chief Ulasi, is this something that poses a threat, and should a government at the center sit and watch, when all of this is happening?
You see, 2 weeks ago, a good friend of mine, former Senator Joy Emodi, the daughter of the son, wedded in Abuja here. And Imo governor was there. He met another active contestant for Anambra primary election for governorship, former Senator JEHOVAH. You know what he told him? And they said I should say it, that he was sent to make sure the whole Southeast goes to APC for whatever they are planning for. And what are they planning for? They know that only the Southeast is in inhibition for Islamization of the South. The first is to Islamize the South, and once the Southeast is beaten down, everything goes through. And this is why the herdsmen, there's no other place outside the north, they are going down the Southeast. You see them moving. Thank God to the governor of Enugu State, who is also very, very, very active in trying to contain them.
Thank you for watching. If the video interests you, please share.